Kaizer Chiefs has the largest support in South Africa, an estimated 16 million. The support has allowed owner Kaiser Motaung and his kids to build an empire, profiting through sponsorships, also extending their business into things like insurance and recently potato chips. This support, however, has its downside. High expectations, increased scrutiny, and fan behavior has led to the club making decisions to appease them rather than doing what's best for the club. These decisions have dug them a hole so big that they don't seem to know how to pull themselves out. This is how Kaizer Chiefs' blessing, the huge support, has turned into a curse.
Say thank you to our fans who are behaving responsibly, because we have responsible fans, but certainly very disappointing conduct. And for us, it's to say we condemn the violence. You know, the club does not condone violence. You know, it's so unfortunate that after all the work that the club has done, we've signed 10 players. There's been a real transformation and a revival, not only in the personnel, but you can see in the playing style, in the team. And we're saying to our supporters, it's time to really rally together and support.
Kaizer Chiefs having the biggest fan base in the league is great, but it also comes with some challenges. The fans have crazy high expectations, and here's why it's a big deal. First off, there's so much pressure to win all the time. These fans are super passionate and they pour their hearts and often their wallets into supporting the team. So of course they expect nothing but wins and championships. And if the team has a rough patch, even just for a bit, fans get frustrated and disappointed. Kaizer Chiefs' rough patch has been a little bit longer than just a bit. They haven't won a trophy in 8 whole years. Players feel the heat too. With all the fans' expectations on their shoulders, it messes with their confidence and decision making on the field. Plus, there's this legacy burden thing. The team's past successes can hang over their heads, making it harder when things aren't going well. And it's not just the players. Coaches and management are in the hot seat as well. If they can't meet the sky-high expectations, they might get the boot real quick. Like former coach Molefe. Following their loss against AmaZulu and subsequent exit in the Black Label knockout, Kaizer Chiefs fired head coach Molefe only after 3 months at the helm. The Kaizer Chiefs brass felt Ntseki's start of 3 draws, 6 losses, and 4 wins in the first 13 games in all competitions wasn't good enough, so they showed him the door. Amakhosi are under a constant microscope. The media can't get enough of them. Every little thing about the team gets analyzed, both good and bad, because it gets clicks. Player performances, management decisions, you name it. It's all in the spotlight. Even the smallest stuff can blow up into a big deal. Then you've got the rival fans. They love to stir up the pot and intensify those rivalries. More taunting, more banter, and sometimes it can get a bit ugly. The team's under a lot of pressure and the players in particular feel it. One wrong move and they're slammed with criticism. But it's not just the players. The management is in the hot seat too. Every decision they make is questioned. When Molefe was hired 3 months ago, it was like the Kaizer Chiefs management killed someone's dog. The majority of Kaizer Chiefs fans are great, but some can go overboard with hooliganism at the stadium. Fans acting all violent and crazy before, during, and after games. Injuries, property damage, the whole shebang. Former Kaizer Chiefs coach Arthur Zwane experienced it in the latter part of last season. Molefe had to be escorted by police into the tunnel on 3 occasions this season already. This constant stream of criticism can mess with the team's vibes. But it's not just in the stadiums. Thanks to social media, fans can get all mean and nasty online, harassing players and other fans. A combination of all these makes a club with a huge fan base difficult to manage. Not impossible, but difficult. When a team is run by a family, it may make things more tricky. No offense to the Motaung children. They have expanded the commercial power of the team that their father built. But I do have reservations on how they have been running the club when it comes to football. The aforementioned Molefe is the 6th head coach in 8 years. Molefe took over in July 2023 and was let go 114 days later. The coaches are not the problem. Instead of selling them potato chips and insurance, why don't you engage fans and communicate realistic goals? Instead of firing a coach every time the team loses a couple of games, why don't you fill in the supporters on the strategies for long-term success? If I had to ask a Kaizer Chiefs fan on what is the philosophy of how Kaizer Chiefs want to play football, he or she wouldn't be able to give me an answer. Instead of trying to appease fans by buying players you think are good, why don't you show them and tell them what you are doing with player development? Anyway, these are just my thoughts. My name is Cheese with the Z, not a SE. Please like the video and share it with as many Kaizer Chiefs supporters as you can. And don't forget to sub to the channel for more great content. Later.